Hi, Thunder fans. Mike Benton here for Thunder Vision. And last year, Garet Hunt won the Fan Favorite Award based on his toughness and fearlessness. He also set a Thunder record with 248 penalty minutes, and after playing last year on an AHL contract, the question was, where would he land? The answer, right here in Stockton, and the man who signed him is Thunder head coach Matt Thomas. And Matt, with getting Garet Hunt back on the roster this year, we all can see what he brings based on last season. The question is, do you look for more from him or more of the same?
Well, I don't think you want to change a player too much ever, and I think one thing that Garrett's good at is playing that agitating, tough to play against, tough role, and I think he's always going to have that. I think that's just in his nature and the way he loves to play the game. But I certainly look for him to continue to add on to what I thought he had in a very good playoff. 3 huge goals, game momentum-changing goals, kind of getting us off on the right foot type goals, a couple of them, and a player that I thought was a very good penalty killer for us. Obviously, I think he proved to everybody that his toughness is there and that he's a fearless player. Now I think he's really got to kind of hone in on that. Obviously, I don't think he needs to spend as much time in the penalty box and needs to be a little bit more disciplined and understand when's a good time, when's not. But he understands that, and I think you saw it in the playoffs. He's a guy who we're looking to really improve his game, but also give us a lot of the same.
As a role player like him, how much pressure and burden does he take off of your top line, your second line scores when you have other teams in the other dressing room talking more about him between periods?
Well, every team has their tough guys, and the tough guys usually fight the tough guys. But I think the one thing that Garet gives us is a guy that can hold the not-so-tough guys on the other team accountable, because he's not a huge guy. He's not a 6'5" guy going out there and challenging a guy who's maybe a 5'9", 5'10" guy. He's below those guys even in terms of his height. But he's got the heart of a lion, and he's the type of guy, he's going to go out there and he's going to hold you accountable. So if you think you're going to get away with anything on the ice, it doesn't matter if you're 50 goal scorer or you've got 500 penalty minutes. He's going to be there to hold you accountable and take you on. So I think he's certainly going to give guys more room. But it also, I think he's got to realize, and I think we had a good talk about this, that it's going to give him more room. And this, I think he can become a much more productive player offensively for us. And I think if he can really kind of take that all into account, I think he's going to get an opportunity to score more goals.
How did he mature as a player during the playoffs last season when he had 3 goals in those 13 games in 2 rounds?
Well, I think he was able to find where he fit in a little bit more, and I think he took pride in the penalty kill, and he was real detailed on that and got himself a lot of ice time because of it, and then also took a lot of pride in being the type of guy to get the team going. So either it was starting the game early or getting his line getting a big goal early. He did a lot of things to really get us going in the right direction, and I think that that maturation process was just that, him understanding how he can be the most effective. And I think when players start to realize what they're good at, and when they do that real well, they can really help the team out. They start to be able to incorporate more things into their game, and I think you saw that out of him in the playoffs.